Hello folks, hello. Um, let me reduce these a bit. Okay, seems to work. All right. Hello, what's up? Hello people from Twitch, YouTube, from Discord, Slack, GitHub issues, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hello Damien. Hello MSTS. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. We are going to work on Node.js core as usual, but this time we are going to work on a new feature from scratch. I can provide more details soon once I change the music, because I don't care about this one. Okay. MS is just miss, but just Taz is fine. Okay, welcome Taz. Are you a Node.js developer? You're going to do fun things today. Okay, let me check one thing first. Okay, looks good. All right. Oh, Node is not an executable, of course. Fine. I use Node.js as my backend on personal projects. Great. And at work, do you use a different language, a different runtime, or I don't know? So I think I have Node compiled here. I do. The first thing we're going to do is to create a new branch, and I'm going to explain what we are going to do today. Well, for those that don't know, Node.js contains a permission model feature that you can enable using -- permission. Okay, this is the Node.js permission feature. What's the solution to a problem? Assertion failed. Well, I need to see your change, but it seems you are doing something on libuv, right? Previous my job, we had Kotlin on backend, and probably my new job will have Node.js. Good choice. I've worked with Java, but never touched on Kotlin. I was working on a company that was using Java, PHP, and Node.js when Kotlin was released. We got some good, some hot discussions there. But in the end, we decided to stick at Node.js, and it was a good choice. All right. So as I was saying, Node.js contains a permission model feature, which is whenever you use a -- permission, accessing the file system will be restricted. So a malicious package won't be able to hack you, to send messages, or to read your files, to write to the disk, because this is a secured measure. So you can use it, and I strongly suggest you to do it. Let me just post it on Instagram that I'm live. You know, we need to do some buzz everywhere. Let me do one thing first. Record. Okay. Okay, great. Live, HTTP, Twitch. I normally, I don't know which platform people prefer. I like Twitch, but I understand they do a lot of ads. Even if I say that I don't want ads, because I don't plan to monetize this. What's popping? Hello, I'm going to explain it now. Let me check. I just need to make sure that I'm checking both chats, Twitch and YouTube. Okay, moving on. So the Node.js contains a permission model feature, so let's create a file here just for example. Let's create an index.js. Basically, let's read from a file, okay? So read file sync. Let's try to read the file you are using. Const std out file console log file to string. So if we run that, we read the code, okay? This is, we are reading a file. But if we use the permission model, it won't be able to read to the file because you didn't allow that module to read the file. So I can allow file system read to index.js, this index.js, and then I read, and that will work. Okay? A lot of people I expect to know that, but the weird thing is that even if I don't read from a file here, I just do a console.log hello world, and I use the permission model, it will say the API will be restricted and you must use the allow file system read, because when you attempt to read a module as an entry point, in your case index.js is a file, this basically it's a file system read, so you need to allow the user, the process to read to that file. What we are going to do today is to implement the feature to implicit allow the entry point of Node.js to the permission model. So whenever I pass a new file here, it will be in the allow fs read by default. Okay? Does that make sense? Hello, John. Hello, hello. Drink water. Oh, good. Any questions so far? Any question about Node.js core development or Node.js in general? Is there any use case that won't use that permission? Yes, I mean, when I wrote this feature, all of this is expected. Okay, so if I don't want to read the file, I can pass the E to evaluate. So if I do console.log hello world, it should work. Okay, because that's expected. But if I try to read a module, in that case index.js, to execute that file, I need to give access to it. But turns out this is not a good UX experience. It's not a good UX, or like for a developer perspective, most of them will just allow the entry point. So it makes sense for me to also include that in that list. Okay? So the first thing we need to do, what about Node Air? Yes, this is a good idea. We need to set some constraints. Whenever you use Air, people use ESM, for instance, and then you pass the entry point. Then ESM needs to be the entry point and index.js. But we need to meet a warning whenever someone uses -air. And actually, we'll give access to ESM, the binary, okay? But if ESM attempts to read from a disk, it won't be allowed. We will give access only to the ESM folder, but not the rest, okay? And index.js, the entry point of our application. Okay? So let's do it. The first thing, let's create a branch for that. So implicit allow entry point permission model, PM. Once we have that and we have Node.js compiled, cool, we are going to change a few things. The first thing is that we need to see how Node.js collects the entry point of our application. Okay, we know that env.cc is when we set the environment or the startup environment of Node.js, and here we also call the permission. Here is where we enable the permission model, and then we have the allow fs flags right here, and we pass here. Our goal is to, when the code arrives here, we must include uh, allow fs read should include the entry point list. Okay, this is our to do. Basically, this would solve the problem. All right. Hello, Elvis. How are you? Now let's find the entry point. How Node.js read the entry point. One thing cool to do is to execute index.js, and then you set some flags. So node debug is one of the flags. If you run that, you see that there is some logs of Node.js. So we are looking for index.js here. So if we search for that log, possibly we will find the entry point, how Node.js gets the entry point. But we also have node debug native, which is from the C++ side of Node.js. Node debug is all the logs from Node.js JavaScript side. Node debug native, it's all the logs from Node.js C++ side. Clip it, okay? I'm saying that because I normally do shorts, and this should be a good information for the ones that are not watching the live stream. I'm doing well, and you? So we have an emergency live today. Yeah, actually I was about to work on that feature, and I thought, why not opening the live stream and do it together. This will be a fun thing to teach, possibly like doing a feature or an improvement end to end might help a lot of people. Okay, doing it with native, we don't have logs. Sometimes the start doesn't work for native, so you need to do some, I think in that case is module. So maybe we just don't have logs. So we might want to search for this log in particular. So looking for, possibly this is on the module loading. We ignore the dapps. One thing I normally like to do is to include on my git ignore the dapps, the benchmark, and the docs to the git ignore while I'm coding, because the finder, my live grep, won't look to those files, because possibly in most of the case I won't read any code from that. Okay, so looking for doc, looking for, okay, here we go. This is the log we are looking for. I think this is too big. We are resolving, or log is looking for its module, so it's right here, the bug. I think we have a timer. No, we don't have a timer. Yeah, we don't have a timer, so it's the bug log. This is the bug. And I think that's it. Resolve lookup paths, maybe. Yeah. Here we go. So we can do a process roll debug that will be synchronous and arrived here, or we can just do a debugger. This also work. So if we do node inspect and then or index.js, we can do a continue. Okay, we need to compile Node.js in debug mode to make it happen. So configure Ninja debug node. Let's compile it. I hope it don't take too much of my processor. Let's use just 10 cores. If the string breaks for some seconds, let me know, okay? I'm using a new processor And usually things get hot because this processor was created to be on a high temperature, like 95 degrees, usually maximum. Since I'm using just 10 cores, not even close. So we are fine. The string is completely fine. Okay, great. Thanks for the feedback. I don't want to measure that. Okay, finished. We have Node compiled. Maybe is not arriving that location. Let's just make sure. Process roll debug did not reach this point. We can compile again because I didn't compile Node.js with lookup paths for JavaScript, so we need to compile every time we change something. We run this. Yes, this is not the place we are looking for. So maybe this is here. Resolve lookup paths. Oh, maybe it's here. Let me do a debugger here. I think it's better. We compile. We compile and we inspect. Okay, it's here. It's on resolve lookup paths, okay? So we can do a back trace here, and then we know that they stack trace. In that case, we are execute user entry point. So this is what we are looking for. Let's do this. Okay, nope. So we just need to find execute user entry point. Here we go. So we have the entry point, resolve man path. This is the loader. We are loading that, and then the point is that when this function is called, Node.js is already initialized. How can I know that? Simply m.cc. We can do a std cout env initialized. We do an end line. We compile Node.js. We can do that as process roll debug executing user entry point. We compile that again. And then if we run that, we know that what? Oh, wait. Okay, it's because the permission mode is not enabled, of course. Permission. We initialize the env first, and then we execute the user entry point. So this function from JavaScript land is not the place we are looking for. Okay? We need to find it, entry point, where in the C++ side we are calling that. And I think we simply run main. Okay. 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 Okay, maybe we have that information on env. So let's read all the environment data. So here we have, okay, we have args here. So what we can do is basically do a tracing point here. So we have compiled Node.js in debug mode, so we can use LLDB for that. Okay, so let's do that. LLDB, do I have that? I think it's simple to install that. Let me check if I need to include a PPA, a new PPA, but I think that should just work. LLDB, node in the, permission, index.js. Then we need to set a breaking point, and where we set the breaking point, it's better to do the LLDB here. We are in env.cc in the line 932. So what we need to do, LLDB dash node permission index.js, and then we set a breaking point typing B to the env.cc in the line 932. Okay, we set our entry point. Then we run the application, and then it stopped right here. So this is pretty much as the bug in the JavaScript side. Hello, Daniel Lakes. How are you? Did you know about that? Did you know that you can inspect the C++ side of Node.js? Clip it, yeah. All right. Then what we can do is to see the which variables we need. We need to find the argv and exec argv. So p argv. Okay, here we have the entry point of our application, argv, and we have exec argv, which is the flags. So we need those flags. We need those flags to identify the dash air that we have just talked about. Let me see if we have manipulated that argv somewhere. We have argv exec path. Okay, maybe this is also useful for us. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Let me see. We have args, execv is main thread. Okay. We check the performance state. We have some trace events. Okay. We have all the arguments on the trace, which is fine. Traced value, append string, fine. Okay, sounds good to me. Let me see if we use the argv somewhere. It must be here. Here, argv. This is static. Let's ignore test as well. We don't want the JavaScript side. We just want, I think that's it. Okay, here we go. User argv. Exec argv, here we go. This is just on the workers. We have the internals. This is just the declaration. We're not using make callback. This is okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty simple. We just need to get the argv here. Looks good to me. I just want to make sure that we are not manipulating that data anywhere. We have process rob, we have node. Okay. Here is how we start execution of Node.js. This is the main Node.js function. Start execution. We get the argv. First argv, if that's inspect, okay, we start execution. Process evil, okay. Okay, cool. So one thing we need to do is on amp.cc. Is that good to read? The font size? I think so, right? So one thing we need to do is a couple of checks. So first, ignore if has evil string. The second thing is a handle when first arg is inspect. Then let me check. Oh. Okay. Handle when argv is empty. Okay, sounds good to me. And then otherwise we evolve as the d in, which is this is how we start execution. Cool. Cool. So I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Let me just check this function. Internal main. Oh, it's on git ignore. Let me get that directly. We have lib, we have internal, we have main, and we have evolve as to the in. Just to make sure this is the execute user input. Here we go. Let's make sure. Okay. Node indexed. Okay, this is not executing. So we need to set a breaking point here. Node.cc 3 61. LLDB Node.cc 362 actually. Run. Okay. P first argv is index.js. So let's see where it gets executed. Print help. Okay. So it keep going. Okay. Run main module. That's here. That's it. Okay. We just need to ensure starting execution, and we need to make sure this is being executed before the environment startup. Oh, I know that's wrong. I don't care. Let's check. Oh, of course. Env initialized. Oh, it's not here. Fuck. Here we go. Now I can fix that. Okay, fine. Executing, and then yes, env initialized first, and then we start execution. Okay, sounds good. So here is simple. We can get the first argv the same way we do here. First argv. We check that. If we options and options no, if no and or force options, no, wait. Okay, I can close that. Yeah. Cool. If we are not evaluating or and we are not forcing reply, then we can initialize the argv and here's argv size equal 1. I think it's better. Okay. If first argv is different than inspect, to do handle inspect, then options allow fs read is a vector, so we push back the first argv. This should work. I think so. We are already ignoring. We are doing that. We are doing that. I think that should work. Let me check. Oh, I forgot about YouTube. Okay, yeah, of course, this is not working because I'm referring to env, and here is argv1. Yep. Now it should work. Did you guys understand that? Did you guys what? Okay. Is that clear for you? Now, if I do that, it works. So it's working. Now, is it working as expected? I don't know. I need to create tests for that. What if I do inspect index.js? There was an internal error in Node.js. Ooh. This is not what we want. This is not what we want. What happens? Oh, this is actually a bug. I think so. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Allow child process. No, it's working. It seems to work. But this is... Yeah, this is working. So now we need to okay. I need to set some logs. Let's create. Let me check one thing first. Okay. I think that's concluded now. Let's create tests for that. How would you test that? Can you think about something? Test parallel. Let's create a test permission. I think we have a permission test, permission, allow file system read. So test permission fs read entry point. Here we go. We don't want the right, doesn't make sense for us. Oh, one thing we need to check also is the... No, that's fine. Oh, we need the right because we are refreshing the temporary. Allow, and then we don't do that. Great. We check. I think that's it. That's the test. let's test. I think it's okay. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Talking to myself. Cool. Okay, compiled. And how Node.js test runs? Do you know? What? How can I run this test specific? I'll wait for the answer. It's very easy. We just run the module as any JavaScript file. Test, parallel, test, permission, file system, read, entry point. And if you get a 0, do you know how you can, how do you know wait, let me rephrase that a bit. Do you know how test runners knows that your test failed or executed with success? Basically, it's the exit code of your test. If you run your test and even showing a lot of note, you do a $sign and a question mark, and this returns a 0, which means the last command you run in your terminal returned a 0 exit code. It means success. So that's why I do this command every time I run a test, just to make sure my test worked. So yeah, the exit code, you are correct, John. So yeah, clip it. Amazing. So this is working. I need to do a few more tests because I'm not, I don't think this is, I think I don't need to have this new test. I just need to update this one. No need to test a lot of things several times. So then read endpoint, we can test with some flags. So this is the set of flags we need to test. On air, when inspect, I don't know if we should. When test, when I think that's it. When empty, and when index.js. Okay, so the first test is with air. So if we pass that for each arc 0, we can do the following. Oh. And I don't want to use the TMP files. I just need the entry point, which is a console.log. So let's create the fixture for that. Permission. Here we go. We are not talking about block files anymore. We get that. We need this. We don't need the TMPD anymore. That just works. This test only works on a main thread. Fine, because we are spawning things. And then we don't care about the env anymore. And then we do a file. So on that case, air should be we need to do a couple things. The first one is simple loader. Simple loader. fs read loader. Then we create both files. Come on. Where? Picture. Here we go. Simple loader. And then we have the fs read loader to simulate some operations. So we have the simple loader that basically simulate regular loading without fs operation, but with access to Node core modules. Require fs. And then we have the fs read loader. So const fs. We can do a node fs here. And then this file system will read from read file sync file name const it will read from its own file. And then it will try to read from a different file. Cool. I think on that case, it's better to actually read file. Simple loader path. Then we assert that here. Const assert require node assert. Assert. Okay. Code. Access denied. And assert error permission. File system read. Okay, looks good to me. Now we need to get back to our tests. We have the air. So let's create one here. Fs read loader. Oh, simple loader. Then we have one. Oh, we have one for fs read loader. We have the test. Let's keep that out for a second. This one doesn't make sense. arg0 and file is the hello world. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me check. Cool. Exit code 0. What we can do here is to have also, oh, we already have this today. Error to string. Bad option dash error. Maybe it should be before permission. Nope. Node air. I don't know. Test fixtures. Console. Oh. Permission. Console. Oh. Hello world. And then index.js. Cannot find module. Maybe it must have the full path. Home, GSS, Apple's OS node. Oh yes, it must have the full path. Otherwise, it will throw on command 1, which is also invalid, I guess. Okay, this is attempting to resolve the file name, but this is not working. Dash air, simple read loader. Oh. This is looking to the right place. Bad option. Maybe the spawn process doesn't. Oh, maybe I need to do the following. Maybe. Okay. A different error code. Oh, cool. Now it's working. So, empty. It should pass. So I think for no, that makes sense. Um, okay. Empty. Oh, it's because this. Yeah, simple loader error. Okay. Now to make sense, we are almost there. We just need to implement support to file to dash air, which is the require. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. I need to grab some water because mine is not cold. And then I'll get back to you all. If you have any question about Node.js core development, please drop in the chat. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Let's finish this up. Hello, Andres. Have you worked with Node.js in real life projects? Did you become Node.js contributor first and then a Node.js developer, or first you were a developer and switched to a contributor? Yes, I have worked for many years as a normal Node.js developer. I worked with Express, with FastFi, things like that. I'm still that developer. I still do Node.js apps, and that's perfect. That's pretty common actually. Uh, so we need to give to allow air support here. What happens when we pass an air? Okay. Let me check. Air. Oh, it's doing a module not found. And it must be the simple loader. Oh, the simple loader is working. Oh, one thing we need to understand is that oh, of course. I forgot the permission. That's why this is working, huh? Simple loader, yes. So when we give access, when we pass this, we need to check no debug native. Maybe we pass something here. No debug, node debug only. Here we go. Module load request. Internal preload. Here is the catch. So here's the catch. Let's check if we dash air. Actually, let's copy the previous thing first. Permission. Where is the permission thing? Oh, simple loader. This should work, but with the permission model, it should not work. Correct. So we copy that command. And then we pass it to LLDB. I could just do the inverse approach, but anyway. Then we set a breaking point to 932, breaking point to env.cc.932. We run the app, and then here we have options, argv p argv. Okay, just two. P exec argv. So we have, we know how to give access to dash air. But maybe we have a dash air. Alias here to require preload CJS module. Here we go. Oh, we have that thing. P preload. Oh, maybe it's not here. This is on M? No, this is node options, right? Oh, maybe it's here. P options. This is a shared pointer. I don't know if I can call that, but preload CJS modules. Oh, here we go. Simple. Simple like that. So what we need to do is to if options preload CJS modules is not empty, also implicit. Then we simply options allow file system read push. Oh, we need to iterate for auto const. Actually, it's, yes, const std string. This is a string, right? Std string. Module mod to options preload CJS modules, and then push mode. That should be it. We must have a log here, right? Log debug maybe. Oh, debug. We do have debug. I can add the debug thing later. Here we go. Let's compile that. I think that just works. Hello, learner. Sorry. What? I push back. Hello, how are you folks doing? I'm trying to finish this up, but okay, it's working. Hello, hello. Let's check now. Simple run this and fuck. Okay, let's understand why. Oh, only if it's empty. If not empty, how could we contribute to Node.js? That's why I'm doing live streams to help you all. Make sure to follow the stream or YouTube, you know, any place you feel more comfortable with. That I'm trying to post some shorts. This is kind of a second season of Node.js core mentoring. The first season I teach people how to build Node.js and do small changes. And the second season we are more touching the code base. I'm giving some examples and things like that. Now it's working, amazing. And this file system read its own content. One thing we need to do is fs read loader. Oh, let me check one thing here. let's go to the buffers, read loaders, and then did not read other contents. Cool. Okay. Yes, working fine. Here, resource. Here should be the simple loader. Simple loader path, maybe. Okay, but I would not include that because on Windows this is tricky. Cool. So if we run our test, node test, it works. Cool, finally. So when we finish things, what I have finished the feature. What should we do? The first thing, you must update the documentation. I know you all love documentation, but no one loves to write in, right? I'm not an exception. I hate documentation. But we can do one thing first. On permissions.cc, we have allow file system read. Okay. By default, the entry points of your application are included in the allowed list, allowed file system read list. For example, node permission console node permission index.js. Index.js will be included in the allowed file system read list. And then we need to give an example for air. Air my custom loader. Oh, we need to test it with things inside node modules, I guess. Yeah, maybe. To my custom require. Path to custom require.js. Oh, I need to include some dots here because, you know, we have some people that they are not, they normally point nitpicks. I think that's it. And okay, we have updated this, and then we need to update the CLI, which also include file system read. Fast read. Allow a fast read. Come on. Okay, changes. We have a new change here. this, replace me, request to be defined, entry points of your application are allowed, are fs are entry points of our application, implicit allow. I think we need to break a few things here, or not, maybe not. Okay, this is not necessary anymore. Allow one. Require those two and loop A by default in the allow read file read list. So you can just do JS process has fs read index.js true, Houston require.js true, Houston required 2.js true. Cool. This can be removed. Amazing. Very cool, very cool. Documentation. We have included some tests. What else? What else is missing? We might want to include a task for the loader. But maybe that's not necessary at this point. Now, once we finish that, we run the lint. One thing is make format CPP, make format CPP build, because it's a new machine. Okay. Make lint. Let's run the linter. Folks, if you are watching and didn't press the follow button, please do it. That helps me, helps the platform uh, to show you more of my videos. The ones that are watching on YouTube, if you subscribe to the channel, you see the shorts I do from the sessions, because not all of you can watch entire all the string, you know, and maybe I say or I teach something in the middle of the string that you are not aware, and you can watch in the shorts, because you know it's way easier. You don't need to stick to the string forever, because I know you all have to work as I do. Missing semicolons, I love that. And yeah, do this. Okay, make linked JS fix. Then we have doc. Okay, we have on the loader. Yeah, of course. CJS loader.js debugger. Okay, make link. Okay, this is okay. Okay, fine. This one we are going to update once we open the pull request. Make format MD. Is there someone doing live stream teaching or working with Node.js right now? I normally search for tags, so Node.js, just me, Node. Okay, there's one, but this is in Portuguese only. No. Yeah, people are not doing Node.js for live streams. Too bad. IO. Oh, hello, Augustine. How are you? Here we go. Entry point of I'm tired, just finished to study for my biology exam. Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. It's unlikely that you are going to work on something different than programming, right? You are a programmer and you are still in high school, huh? You should create an algorithm to do the exam for you. Okay, fine. Let's test it. It's my last year before university, and do you have like what you are going to study? Computer science or something different? Now I can give a little bit of time for my project, JavaScript package manager. Oh yeah. You are on, you wanna jump into this happy hole? Too bad for you. I prefer biology. Just caught the stream midway. Was really cool to see how the tool I use every day is made. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Join more often. We are doing live streams every Friday. At the same time, I'm doing live streams on Twitch, helping people to contribute to Node.js. So if you want, press the follow button. That would help. We also active on Discord and Slack. Just go to nodejs.org/get involved and you see this. I will do bachelor in application development, then master in that. Okay. Cool. Where are you based? I am far away from universities, but I don't recall a graduation of application development. I'm based in Belgium. Okay, but you are all of your family, and are you going to study in Belgium or you're going to France or like another close place? I was studying in Belgium at Namur. Namur? Am I pronouncing it correctly? It's right. Okay. Okay. Cool. Enjoy the university times. You miss them. I didn't finish my university, by the way. I was studying computer science, but companies asked me to move from different places in Brazil, and I decided to just close the university because like I was not learning anything new there. So yeah, but it's very good to have your first job. Are you working on the area already, Augustine, or you are just doing open source work? Okay, let me check. I work as a junior dev. Um, okay. No, I meant if you are working for a company or being sponsored by a company or something like that. test is almost finished, and we don't have a failing test, which is a good. I think we are good to open the pull request. This feature was a request from Eric Wendell. He sent me a message on WhatsApp asking for that. So here we are. Native lang dev I saw here on Twitch. What? No, it's game dev. Okay. All tests passed. So we can open our pull request, git commit, source permission, implicit allow fs read to app entry point. This commit introduces changes how fs read permissions are dealt are handled. No, actually, this commit includes automatically in the allow fs read list all the apps entry points. Require and user entry point. They require and user entry point. Okay, sounds good to me. Git push orange implicit allow entry point. Let's open the request. Here we go. We have that thing. Oh, I'm writing it incorrectly, so we might need to amend that. Fine. Sounds good to me, sounds good to me. Opening the request. Oh, unverified. Why? That's opened. We have this, and then we go to the CLI.md, allow file system read. We have the replace me, and here is the pull request URL. We change that. We amend, but this time we are going to amend it with signing the commit. We do a push force because we have amended, so we change the commit SHA, and now this is verified. We have a verified signature, and we need to include the permission label. Let me update that. This change comes from a request by Eric Wendell. Definitely a better UX for steps using the permission model. Rafael, I have a question. I had a question. Have you tried JSR? JSR. Oh yes, from Dino, right? I did not. I know that, but I haven't tried. I think I haven't tried. I'm not sure. Okay, looks good to me. Cool. I had published some of my package there and great DX. Oh, great. I did not check it yet. I mean, I know that it's been there for some time, but I haven't tried. Yeah. I'm going to send the request in the chat because I don't know if you might want to read that. Node.js node pulse. Here we go. It's cool, but need ESM only. Oh, okay. To be honest, I'm not fan of ESM. I'm fighting to not move things to ESM, but you know, it is what it is. Folks, now, if you want to know what happens after you open a pull request to Node.js, please check my YouTube video or my Instagram. I guess I've also posted on X. I have explained the steps to land a pull request to Node.js. I'm not going to repeat myself, so please go to YouTube and see that video. It's a short, okay? It's 30 seconds, very easy. Only real blocker for ESM is observability. Yes, smoking batching ESM is a mess. Folks, I'm going to leave now because I need to do more stuff. I need to do other stuff, and as a good Brazilian, I'm going to play soccer today, and that's it. That's the news. So thank you everybody for watching the live stream. It was amazing. Hope to see you in 2 days, as we normally do the live streams of Fridays. And yeah, that's it. Thank you everybody. Bye bye.